to be formed in the AMA and being the chairperson of it. And I've brought a lot of change into the health system, and my committee is really working hard.
So, as anybody has any apology? Any apology?
Honourable,
and even with the committee's recommendation now, we are going to have blood donation campaign throughout the year so that we'll get enough blood to the blood bank to save a lot of lives. Because last year, we realized that the maternal mortality rate was 133% in Accra Metropolitan alone. So we are looking at it this way. Then what can we do to reduce all these things? So even now, we are even writing a proposal that they should allow men to support their wives during labor, to go into the labor ward, to also go with their wives during labor to the hospitals. And that also reduces a lot of tension in the women, and they will deliver safely.
The participation of women in district assemblies is guaranteed in Ghana's 1992 constitution. But in spite of the legal and constitutional provisions, there are serious structural inequalities between men and women, which mean that even though the number of women contesting local elections is increasing, most women find it extremely difficult to fund their campaigns.
Even the minimal cost of preparing your documentation, making t-shirts, your campaign materials and all of that, all of these would be constraints on women.
If you want to organize a rally or so, you have to beat Gongo. That one, you have to see the chiefs. You give them some drink. Then hiring of canopies and chairs for the gathering, you have to foot it. Then posters too, you have to provide it yourself. With the posters, some of my children, they were having friends who are computerized, and they did it for me at a token fee. But those who did it on their own, in fact, they paid a lot. Yeah. So my children and my husband assisted me financially.
My girl, that's the firstborn. Formerly, she was saying, "Hey, mommy, this work is tedious." So, mommy, I said, "Dennis, I feel in my heart I have to help. And I don't know why God is pushing me to that side. So, He shall allow me." So, when we were doing the campaign, they accompanied me, going around. The boy too, he goes with me. Sometimes when I have to go out and deliver a speech or something, you know, my English sometimes is a little bit crooked.
She writes and we edit it for her. We go around with some placards and make some placards for her. They already know the kind of person our mom is, so it's very easy persuading them.
I support her sometimes with my money, but her campaign comes by itself, because the way that she goes to the people, any problem, even young children, she goes even to the schools.
You, Auntie Emma, everyone.
Talks to the school children, teach them courtesy, how to behave towards adults, what to do, not to, and what not to do, not even to fight each other. In fact, she's very good in counseling.
The reason why I was able to succeed, because I'm still a nurse working for the government. I earn my salary, and I run this clinic as my own clinic. And I do other things. I do circumcision, I do counseling and other things. So I get other monies all the time, which I call it wet money, because it's not dry money like only earning my salary. So that wet one, in addition, I use that one to do my campaigning. That is the main reason why it has sustained me up to date.
Coincidentally, my husband is in a different party, but that doesn't disturb the marriage. Since I was elected, he also gave an advice as to how to move about things. So he is also supporting.
Minijiano, Mihabo, yes, solemnly.
Emma's husband works for Ghana's prison service.
Oh, for men, actually, you know, when women are getting into politics, they don't like it. Because I didn't hear from him, but I heard him telling one of his friends that, hey, this woman, she's going to bring trouble. People will be coming, knock her door, morning till heaven, they will call her all kinds of, you see. So you can see men, for their wives to get into politics, no.
Originally, when you think of a leader, you think of a very big person. You think of somebody who has to be obeyed. You think of a leader also in masculine terms. And so immediately women feel that that is not a space for them. And they are also made to feel that way. Most people would prefer to see a man in a decision-making position.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Hayya al-falah.
In the initial stages, it was a religion that they used against me. That was why I lost in 1998 and in 2002. They said a Muslim woman is not supposed to lead a community. So they are not going to vote for me. More especially when I go to campaign and I mention about Beijing conference, then it puts them off. That the Beijing conference said we wanted to be equal with men, so they won't even vote for me. But persistently I continue pursuing my cause and explaining things to them. So later they understood it. So let's vote for this woman. After all, it seems she has something in her that she can deliver.
In fact, since I was a teacher and organizer, it was easier for me. Our work in the district was known to many people, so I didn't find it difficult for the campaigning. So, Secretary, we are closing at 12. By then, all your records will be ready for me to sign. I'm among the Queen Mothers who organized for the orphans. So I got myself into it, and most of the children were provided with uniforms, school bags, and so on. My population is over 500. So people were just coming, and with their parents, and some of the children too were old enough to vote. So I used that one as a strategy.
When I go on campaigning, I look at the environment, the area I am, what message will I give them and they will take. So if you go there and probably these people needed a street and you are there talking about street light, they won't listen to you. So you have to do your own feasibility study.